mysteries of our faith, the pastoral leader has to know a given doctrine contains a mystery, has to have the doctrine opened up so that receiving it means encountering the mystery it carries. Only then can one be transformed by the doctrine. The problem with religious practice unformed or inadequately formed by doctrine is that it expects an easy and mostly continuous spiritual high which cannot be sustained if one has sufficient grasp of one's own humanity. We in the McGrath Institute for Church Life have confidence in Christian doctrines as saving truths, bearing mystery from the God who is love. We believe in the importance of these teachings for making us ever more human, and we believe in the urgent need to speak the Church's doctrines into, for, and with those who tend the pastoral life of the Church. We cannot think of any task more important than this. The books of this series represent our best efforts toward this crucial effort. John C. Cavadini, Director of the McGrath Institute for Church Life, University of Notre Dame. Introduction. All of us are familiar with the all-too-common cultural meme that science and faith are enemies. This is called the warfare or conflict model of science and faith. According to this model, faith and science are rival, mutually exclusive ways of explaining the universe. The warfare model has become a deeply rooted assumption in the minds of many American Catholics and has taken a particularly strong hold on young people in recent decades. A 2014 study from the Center for the Study of Religion and Society and the National Study of Youth and Religion, NSYR, by sociologist Christian Smith, discovered the following. Among Roman Catholic emerging adults in the study, 72% adopted the inherent warfare model of science and religion. That is, they considered them to be contradictory and incompatible. Among Roman Catholic emerging adults in the study, 62% said that their own views about religion have not been strengthened by the discoveries of science. Among Roman Catholic emerging adults in the study who have stopped practicing their faith, 78% cited the conflict of science and religion as one of the reasons why they no longer practice their faith. These findings were reinforced by a study released in 2016 by the Center for Applied Research in the Apostolate, CARA, at Georgetown University. The study focused on roughly the same age group as the NSYR and found the warfare model to be the typical attitude even among junior high Catholic youth. Typical responses to questions included, "It, the Catholic faith, no longer fits what I understand of the universe," and, "As I learn more about the world around me and understand things that I once did not, I find the thought of an all-powerful being to be less and less believable." It is easy to see that these conclusions are not limited to the young, particularly when confronted with the understandings and convictions voiced by our children, students, and members of our youth groups. Of course, this problem has produced a lot of hand-wringing and discouragement among many Catholic grandparents, parents, pastors, teachers, and catechists. It has also brought a swell of well-meaning but misinformed attempts to defend the Catholic faith in the face of scientific secularism. Some, such as the Colby Center for the Study of Creation, have taken the route of rejecting modern science, joining forces, if not hands, with non-Catholic evangelical outreaches such as the Creation Museum in northern Kentucky. The Colby Center approach is referred to as creationism because of its insistence that God created the universe exactly, or almost exactly, according to their interpretation of the first and second creation accounts found in the book of Genesis. See Genesis chapters 1 through 3. The Colby Center flatly rejects the modern scientific consensus and does so based on the misunderstood authority of the Bible, attacking secular science as atheistic and lacking solid evidence for its claims. Creationism is a theological position. It claims to be the proper interpretation of